The internet. It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. So anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it. It's a series of tubes.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Holy shit!
We're back and better than ever. A little bit blind.
You hope
Back.
All we're hoping is that the storm that is raging behind us does not take us out.
Yeah, if I could turn the camera,
You can.
I would show you what it looked like outside right now.
Hold on. I can do it with mine, so keep talking.
So you guys would know why we're in such a panic about today's show and whether or not we're going to get knocked off. I'm saying knocked off the air, but it's not really knocked off the air. Knocked offline because of the amount of, lightning, thunder,
You see how it looks,
wind, and rain we are experiencing right now.
You see how it looks kind of cloudy and whatnot out the window? It's not. That's the rain. You can't even see the street. That's crazy. You could probably pitch your camera, but you'd have to reach out and grab it. Yeah, normally you guys would be able to see all the way across the street, but no.
Yeah, not right now. Not with all that rain.
I can't even see to the end of the yard. That's crazy.
It is. It is. Now, I've told everybody, hey, Lindsay of Lindsay and Kelly,
Yeah!
and Kelly of Lindsay and Kelly Does New York, are in the chat.
Oh, wait, fair warning right now. This is a semi-adult show, and we tend to swear. So if there are any little ones in the room, either cover their ears or tell them never to use those words.
Right.
Feel free to swear in the chat room as well.
So we are back, better than ever. I don't have to work. Haven't even been called into work this week.
Well, you
which
were.
Is interesting. I actually was called into work Wednesday, and I worked an overnight shift. For those of you who have never worked an overnight shift at a 24/7 live teaming network, your first overnight shift can be a killer, and I've been sleeping for 3 days because it's been tough. It was tough. Working 7:30 p.m. till 6 a.m. was really tough.
CP Rose says hi.
So
Hi, everybody.
it was fun, though. It was fun. I love my job. I love HSN. It's one of the greatest places to work so far ever. 127 is Chilltown, who we'll be featuring next week. Tonight, we're going to be featuring The Inn Season 2 teaser. True Heroines, both of their trailers.
You want down?
Body Count, the series, which is an Italian web series.
Hey.
Pretty and Geek's blooper reel. Kelly and Lindsay Do New York's trailer, and you can see their first episode.
Not a lesbian love story.
Which is a non-lesbian love story. And you can see their first episode on their website right now, which is kellyandlindsaywithme.com. We're going to be featuring a behind-the-scenes video from Bullets, the series. The trailer for Great Controversy, the new web series. Yep. Residence, which is a new sci-fi web series that has me really excited.
That looks really cool, actually.
A killer behind-the-scenes video from Casters, which has one of the best impressions, and that's all I'm going to say, that I've ever seen. And a behind-the-scenes video about casting from Entangled, the web series, which you can also see now because they have launched. So, yeah, and then next week we are going to have tons more content for you. We are actually kicking around the idea also of, in addition to what we're doing, as most of you know, Indie Interstate, our documentary web series, has been pulled and going through its post-production and is being rebranded and will be relaunched at some point this month. Our Indiegogo campaign is coming in May. And we are kicking around the idea of doing a workshop online for those of you who want to know how to build not just an audience, but a fan base for your show from nothing. And it's going to be different than a lot of what you see online now, because I have a real pet peeve with a lot of these things that we're seeing online now, because I think they neglect a lot of what you guys really need to know about building not just an audience, not only an audience, but an engaged fan base online. And I think that there is a lot more to it than just what we're seeing offered up. So we are kicking the idea around of doing a Google Hangout, a series of Google Hangouts about that very topic, which is something we have spoken on before. There's more thunder. And which we spoke on at CES, which we spoke on at Geek Girl Convention, which we spoke on, which we have spoken to people at New Media Expo. It's what we do in our day-to-day jobs.
I think it's just,
is talk about audience engagement and community building and stuff like that. So it's something that we know quite well, and something that we want to help you all with, because we're seeing a lack of some of this information in the space.
What?
So look for that.
Get out.
Yeah, it's true.
Get out.
It's true. It's true.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
You know, I don't even want to get into the spew right now. Do you have some stuff loaded? Do we have Kelly and Lindsay loaded?
Yeah, probably.
Can we do that?
My hat's going crazy.
And let's just do this, because
What are we doing?
Lance is on here right now. Let's talk about why we want to do a workshop on grassroots community building. Because
I can't see anybody, so I'm sorry.
The reason why you're going to get a grassroots community building series of workshops from Intertube is because there are way too many people in this space claiming to be experts on how you can build an audience. And a lot of the ones that are claiming to be experts on how to build an audience don't have an audience. They don't have a solid following on Twitter or Facebook. They're not engaging on Google+. They don't have a solid following everywhere. And yet they're trying to teach others how to do it right. Now, there are some people out there doing very, very well and teaching you the things that you need to know. Creator Up is very, very good for that. But when it comes to audience building, I have a real pet peeve, because a lot of what is being taught out there is that it's social media, social media, social media. And yes, social media and your social media marketing plan plays a big part in it. However, that is a small part of building an audience online, because for me, having an audience isn't enough. You want a fan base. And by fan base, I mean you want an engaged group of fans who will share your show, who will give you feedback, who will help you do your closed captioning, who will tell their friends and family, even when they're not online, about your show, who will go to conventions and happily tell you to send them materials to send out. And you don't get that just by having solid, big audience numbers. You get that from engaging with a community. And I feel like building a fan base for your show or your entity has more to do and more in common with grassroots community building in a brick and mortar world than it does with simply social media online. And my background, I come from a journalism background. I come from a background where I did a lot of volunteer work and grassroots community building for nonprofit organizations and political organizations. And when you learn how to do that, when you learn how to grassroots community build, it's different than just trying to get a bunch of followers online, because trust me, half the followers that are following your show online aren't going to retweet you, aren't going to share your show. They watch it and they're done. And I would say the same thing for, shows that have a lot of views, because you can see that kind of push-pull when you see a show that has a ton of views of their channel or a ton of views of videos, but a minuscule amount of subscribers. And that's because you didn't engage those people enough to make them feel they needed to subscribe, because they needed to know each and every single thing you did, and they didn't want to miss it. They just watched your episode and they moved on. And it's been said in this space a lot, and we have said it, and Lance has said it, and a number of people have said it at conventions and things, and it's that I would rather have 1,000 engaged fans who retweeted, who shared, who discussed my show, and who were really invested, than 10,000 casual viewers of my show. And I think we are a perfect example of how that works. Now I'm looking at the chat room because I want to see what some people are saying. And Lance is right. Leveraging social media correctly is the key, but it certainly is not
the end all be all.
The end all be all. And you need to leverage social media correctly. You need to use it correctly. It is not simply an announcement thing. And here's another one. And this is without even going into the workshop. Here's one that a lot of people don't even think about. Guess what? There's more to social media than Twitter and Facebook. There's more to social media than Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. And simply having those accounts and letting people know what you're doing isn't enough. It's just not. And that's what people need to learn. You know? And yeah, I have 4 engaged fans. Is that enough? 4 engaged fans is better than 10 who aren't engaged, isn't it?
The hell are you doing with your hair?
I don't know. It got caught in my glasses. It was weird.
Run your hand through it.
So anyway, I want to move on from that because it's funny as because I'm getting into social media in my day job and I'm audience engagement and integration, and it's funny because a lot of companies are starting to finally realize that having a degree in social media or marketing and PR isn't enough to be an expert at social media integration and social media audience building, because there are 2 things that they're starting to realize. One, having the book learning of it and being fresh out of college doesn't mean that you can actually engage an audience and that you know how to use it and that you can be organic and authentic when doing it. And 2, if you claim to be a social media expert, you had better have more than 150 followers on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, that's a big one.
For me, when we have companies or people approach us and they want to work with us for our show and they want to help us with our social media marketing, the first thing I do is look at their follower count, and then I look at their stream and I see how engaged they are. Because you know what? There's a big difference in having a ton of followers and actually engaging them, and those people actually trusting you and being engaged in an ongoing conversation and in a real relationship with you so that they trust what you're telling them. For us, trust is a big thing. That's just me. Okay. You have to understand the conversations, like Lance is saying. You have to understand your audience, and you have to realize that Twitter and Facebook is not social media. They are not the end of it. They are simply parts of a larger machine. And today's audience, whether they are a 50-year-old housewife who is sitting at home because she's waiting for one life to live and all my children come back, or it's a 24-year-old person who is completely connected and can never be without their phone or their tablet or their laptop, you need to be able to speak to all of them. Being able to speak to 18 to 29-year-old males is not enough. You need to be able to communicate across those platforms and figure out where those people are on what social media platform and engage them where they live, where they are online. If it's not Twitter and Facebook and they're all congregating on a message board, guess what? That's where you ought to be. But that's something for the workshop. Okay.
Fix your hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
You have a weird line. Thank you.
Okay.
It's bugging the shit out of me.
Now, since the girls are here, Kelly and Lindsay,
yes,
I'm going to start with them. Now, I have to say, their original, I assumed it was like an Indiegogo trailer or something. That I saw of them when it was the video entitled A Non-Lesbian Love Story. Cracked my shit up. And their first episode is hilarious. You guys really need to watch it. We'll be reviewing it this coming Wednesday on the 2-hour podcast. But Kelly and Lindsay Do New York is going to be an awesomely funny web series, and my thing just crashed.
I just hope none of the audio goes crazy.
Hold
That's okay.
on.
It's just it's just the chat that crashed.
It's just the chat that crashed me.
It's not the show.
I'm getting back in. Here I come.
Doot, 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 doot.
And I'm back.
Yeah. I gotta fix that.
Okay. Kelly and Lindsay also have a video on there called Kelly and Lindsay Do Dance Mom, which reminds me of the best parts of Pretty the Series. If you guys have not, Kelly and Lindsay, if you guys have not watched Pretty the Series, you should.
Oh my goodness, no.
Because it's hilarious.
That's a lot of laughter.
It is a lot of laughter.
That's
Kelly-
a workout.
Kelly and Lindsay doing Dance Mom it does remind me of the best parts
That's
of
a
Pretty the
workout.
Series. And if you have a chance to go to their YouTube channel, you should. Now let me give you their particulars. Kelly and Lindsay Do New York is at kellyandlindsay.com. And you can find them at facebook.com/kellyandlindsay with an E. I don't know if they have a Twitter. I'm sure they will tell you in the chat room if they do.
We hope so.
But without further ado, this is the trailer for the brand new web series, first episode up now on their website, Kelly and Lindsay Do New York.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. Mwah. Dinner's almost ready.
Great.
Slice of spam while you wait. Oh my, who could that be?
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. Mwah. Dinner's almost ready.
Great.
Slice of spam while you wait. Oh my, who could that be?
Okay.
We're going to try and fix that real quick. Can you do it on your
Nope.
laptop?
Just, you know what? Talk. I got it.
I'm going to talk and
I
she's
got
going
it.
to fix it.
I got it. Hold on. You're on screen.
Technical difficulties. What?
Yay!
I'm only on screen by myself?
Yes.
my God.
Explain the poster behind your head. I'm not sure we had that the
The
last
poster
time.
behind my head is new. I would have, except it just crashed.
You can talk about it.
The poster behind my head, for those of you who haven't been with us for a while and have not noticed that we indeed did remodel the office a bit, is, and you can only see the bottom part of it, but it is a poster for Celebrate the Web 5. And it was sent to us by Taryn O'Neill and Jenny Powell. And it is signed by all of the creators from Celebrate the Web 5. And we are very, very proud to have that poster. Very, very proud. Because we are big supporters of Celebrate the Web. How are we doing over there?
Slow, but we're going. We're going. Keep talking.
Okay, keep talking.
Not make
Have y'all been watching the
sounds.
New Fronts? Lots of interesting stuff going on there. We'll be talking about a lot of that on Wednesday.
Ooh, explain Wednesday for those of you who are new to
For
the
those of you
Sunday
who are
show.
new to us, Wednesday is our podcast. It's 2 hours of web series fun where we interview people. Sometimes we have open phones. There's the spew. You never know what's going to happen. We review web series, both new and that have been out for a while. We interview web series creators, web series stars, web series producers, and web series fans. So you have that to look forward to. Hey, the rain's letting up, but the wind's not. What else? What are we doing? Are you getting it?
I'm getting it slowly but surely.
You're getting it?
I'm trying.
All right, we're getting the Kelly and Lindsay. This
Really?
week was actually good because we were able to get a lot of trailers and clips, and I'm really proud that we got them. It wasn't one of those days where I end up pissy because I can't get really good clips. We actually did get something.
Oh, did you bring that in?
I did.
Okay, good. You can hold it right up to the
I'm
camera.
going to hold these right up to the camera.
Because we're getting frames for them, which
We're
is why
having
they're
frames
not up.
done for these, which is why they're not up. But I want to show you guys what we got sent this week and how awesome this is going to be.
Look at
There's a little bit of a delay here, so hold on.
that. Bloody Mary show. How much do I love you?
So that is an autographed postcard from Bloody Mary Show, direct from the UK. And they actually sent us multiple ones. So we are going to be doing a shadow box for Bloody Mary Show. We're excited about that. We have lots of stuff on the shelves around here. We really need to show you guys all of that one day. Because we have the figurines from Heroes of the North. Now up in the office, we have Xena, we have Charlie's Angels, we have Thelma and Louise, we have Superman. We have lots of stuff, but we need to get back to this good shit.
I'm trying.
Have you gotten it yet?
No.
How long?
I don't know, but I'm noticing a few other trailers are in the same boat.
No.
Yep. So I'm gonna try and get them too.
So what are we gonna do?
Phil,
Fill?
babe.
It's kind of hard to fill here.
You can do it. You
I
do
can't
it
fill.
every day.
This is
What?
really.
Come on. Come on.
I'm filling. I'm trying to find some
Yeah,
news to
I'm
talk
filling.
about.
Billy.
29th of this month, all my children and One Life to Live are launching on Hulu and iTunes.
I'm so curious about that.
Yeah, I just...
Well, you don't sound so much so. I like being a disembodied voice. This is nice.
I'm not sure what to think about what's happening, honestly.
Happening?
Happening. I have every reason to believe that One Life to Live and All My Children is going to be successful online. However, they're suing ABC, Prospect Park.
What?
Oh, yeah.
No.
For sabotaging their characters because they killed off Cole and the baby and...
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, it's like a big thing.
When did they do that?
Last week, I think.
Oh, see, and I told you that the last time that we brought this up. Didn't I say watch them do something crazy? To where you can't... But technically, if they kill the character, they don't own it anymore, right? Like,
Right.
if they kill the character, can't you just, like, bring it back to life a la soap style?
Well, I would think that they could, but I would also think that it would be difficult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't think that it would be that easy to take characters. God, my forehead looks enormous. That you could take characters that somebody else owned and just kill them off.
Yeah.
You know, they knew Prospect Park was planning on still trying to work something out. I love the new cast pictures on the online network's website. They're pretty crazy, pretty awesome. There is a lot of web series out there being done by big budget companies. We don't talk about those that much here unless they are just, wow, amazing.
Woo!
We're going to review some of those this week. I haven't seen a lot of you talking about Defiance. I think you should be paying very, very close attention to what Sci-Fi is doing with Defiance because it is a multi-platform transmedia project.
And if it does well,
and if it does well, you're going to see other networks wanting to do multi-platform transmedia projects. Yeah, I know they like to say that 80% of the web series are done by big budget companies. I think that's bullshit. And I don't care who hears me say that. I think they get 80% of the attention and 80% of the press, but I certainly don't think that 80% of what's in the space is being produced by Yahoo, Netflix, Amazon. Come on. Let's be realistic, shall we? I think that is just one more time. Put the spew graphic up.
Oh.
I think that is just one more indication that Hollywood would like to ignore the indie creators unless they can bring them under their banner. And that there are those of us in the space that aren't really paying attention to what's going on. Now, I know that Paul Catone has probably tweeted that. Do I think in his heart of hearts that he believes that 80% of what is being released in this space is coming from big budget studios? I would love to have him on the show to engage and talk about it. And he is the chairperson of the board of the IWTV, a board on which I sit, and I would still call bullshit. Because I don't believe for a second. I watch too many web series. We watch too many web series during the week. And I will tell you, if I watch 300 new episodes of web series, 4 of them are done by a big budget company, if that.
Maybe.
And the rest are indie.
Depends on the month. Depends.
So, is there a lot happening with Netflix and Amazon and Yahoo right now? Is Blip moving in that direction of becoming a big budget studio? Absolutely. Is Google and YouTube, are they even moving in a direction where they're only going to give money to certain types of shows and channels? Absolutely. But that still doesn't mean that 80% of what's created in this space is created for a big budget.
Right.
And I will challenge anybody to prove that to me after they've watched as much as we do.
Not only that,
Bottom
but
line.
what are you? I still don't understand the big budget model, because most of the time when you have your big budget, you also take into account that you're going to get more money on DVD and merchandising and all these other things that usually go towards a big budget production. You have little incentives so that even if the movie doesn't do so well or whatever, or the show, you have other incentives that are going to make you money in the process. So I still, outside of seeing Warner Brothers Mortal Kombat on Blu-ray with Kevin Tantrone and Jerry Ryan and all of them in the Walmart the other day in the $5 bin, I'm not seeing, when I can get 50 times as many web series at better or same quality every week ongoing. So I don't know.
I'm sorry. No.
I'm sorry, no?
No, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Now, I just don't believe it. Just like I don't believe that the majority of web series are produced for some ungodly amount that the studios are doing. Most web series are probably produced for $5,000. $5,000 to $20,000. Now, are they worth more? Should they be asking for more? Could they use more? Yes.
Well, it depends. I mean, for me, when I think of like a big budget web series, if you're telling me that it was $5 million, I'm sitting there going, excuse me, can I see your budget report? Because with $5 million, I could make 5 million web series practically. I could ensure that every web series I watch currently could have as many seasons as they wanted for that price point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you have a 5-season run. Awesome. Here you go. Here's your money. Oh, I've still got some left over for all of you over here. $5 million.
I mean, last year,
could
at
fund
this
the
time,
ElfQuest film.
there was a tweet where CAA had said the average scripted web series budget was $500,000 for a season, and we all called bullshit.
What?
That was last year. There is no way that much has changed in a year. No fucking way. I didn't believe it then, and neither did any of you. And I don't believe it now, and I don't think you guys do either.
On average for whom? Wigs? Like what? Who's that on
Even
average
Wigs
for?
doesn't spend that much.
No, because they found out a way to do it and have a lot of people work for free.
Right.
I know that's where I'm at. Why are you the internet is not, the series of tubes are so upset.
And it's just like, and let's talk a second about Hemlock Grove.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about Hemlock Grove on Netflix.
Spew it. Let it out.
It has debuted. All 13 episodes are available for streaming. And it's part of what the press likes to call a new wave of slick, sophisticated, scripted original shows that finally are bringing more buzz and prestige to online video.
Is it viral too? Is it viral?
No. Now this is an article recent, and it says we've been waiting for this moment a long time.
Oh, okay.
Here's the beginning part of it. A senior programming analyst for media research from SNL, Kagan, said, "It used to be that some kid on YouTube was your typical online star. Now you've got Kevin Spacey. That's impressive."
What?
Well, it's not impressive. It wouldn't be impressive if House of Cards wasn't good. And then you get this. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, says Aaron McPherson, head of original programming at Yahoo. The stars have finally aligned. The hardware is there. The software is there. The interest is there. And the consumers are there. Now, I'm sorry, but bringing Arrested Development to the web on Netflix does not make Arrested Development a fucking web series.
No.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
It
makes
show.
Arrested Development being distributed on the web as a platform, yes, but as a scripted original web series for the web, no.
But it also shows them the power of a fan base, because clearly there's still enough of a fan base there that's willing enough to see the continuation of a show that's been off air for how long? Now? I mean, holy crap. Kind of like the Veronica Mars thing. That's a fan base. I'm still waiting to see how that all
This is
falls.
such an interesting article.
Come on.
Viewers are becoming more
Intertubes.
comfortable with watching something on other than their TV set. We've been doing that since 1994.
Where are they getting their statistics? That's what just kids like in the past
They
year.
think that it's all happening because of the iPad. It's not. When it comes to
Oh.
content quality, Los Gatos-based Netflix with House of Cards is leading the way. Reportedly produced with a budget that topped $100 million, the series released in February has the feel of an HBO-style drama. Yeah, because that's what it was created for.
It was
HBO just
created
lost
for
in the bidding.
HBO is Showtime and TNT. Cinemax, it was shot to all of them. They just lost out because Netflix paid more for it.
Now, someone in the article does make a point. I feel that they'd be bragging if the audience was huge. But they don't want to compare it to Walking Dead and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to compare it to other shows for which it was meant originally and designed to be compared against. We're just going to compare it to this little faction.
And
that we
how
like
is
to call
Hemlock
the
Grove
Red.
bringing prestige to the online space? Exactly. I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't understand how it brings prestige. It's kind of like
'Cause it's
saying
got
that
Kevin
something paved
Spacey?
the way.
Like, that's it? So because it has Kevin Spacey, like, that's what brings it prestige? I mean, like, I don't know about you. Now, Kevin Spacey is kind of awesome, but I wouldn't...
Well, and it's just like Arrested Development. Does it somehow suddenly become a web series when it shows up on Netflix? Is House of Cards a web series because Netflix has it? Or is it just a Look, Netflix is not the great purveyor of web series here. If House of Cards had been created expressly for Blip, then yeah, I'd buy it. Or Coldcast. Or even if they had uploaded it to YouTube. At least Cybergeddon and H+ did that. They were created expressly for the web. House of Cards and Arrested Development, while they may change the landscape somewhat, I don't think that it's going to be akin to, a fucking nuclear explosion where everything changes overnight. And I certainly don't think it makes them web series. But that's just me. What about you? How do you guys feel?
Are you in the same boat?
It's just...
Do you want to play devil's advocate? Do you see the other side of the argument?
Well, I mean, I see the other side of the argument too, but I find it insulting for journalists who claim to be journalists and well-informed journalists to come on and say, this is what's going to bring prestige. Well, do you know how many times we've heard that before? Before Hemlock Grove? We heard it with
Kudrow,
Cybergeddon. We heard it with H+. We heard it with Tom Hanks. We heard it with Lisa Kudrow. We've heard it with
Kiefer
Sutherland. None of it happened.
Don't forget Shaq.
And I'll tell you why it's not happening, because you aren't giving the space the respect it deserves.
Oh, wait, LeBron James. Him, too. Mm-hmm.
And when I say you, I mean the big studios, online and off, and us. None of us is giving this space the respect it deserves, because if we did, and if they did, especially if the journalists did, then it would make sense. Now, House of Cards is extremely good. Doesn't make it a web series. Like Malice just said, House of Cards is well made, but it's not a web series.
No, it was...
And yet, when next year's awards roll out, you could bet your ass House of Cards is going to be nominated for a slew of web series awards. And whether I sit on the board of the IWTV or not, whether we are a leader in this space or not, I am still going to be standing up and calling bullshit shenanigans on it. Because House of Cards is not a web series, nor is Arrested Development.
Bullshit shenanigans.
Period. End of discussion. It is a TV series that is being streamed online. It was, you know why it looks like an HBO show? Because that's who they fucking created it for. HBO just lost out in the bidding to Netflix. I don't know how many of you were paying attention to it when it was actually happening, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's not a web. I'm getting too riled up. I need to
No.
calm down.
Let it go. Come on.
Why? Because you don't have them yet?
No, because I'm going to get really pissed. This is the 4th time I've tried to do it.
And it's not working?
It's only giving me 40 seconds. I don't know. It's a minute 47.
Of what, theirs?
Yeah.
What about the others? Is there anything else we can show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you work on Kate and Lindsay. And what are we going to show now? Let's
Kelly.
show
Kelly.
Kelly and Lindsay.
Kate and Lindsay.
Kate
That's
and
a
Lindsay.
whole other kind of... That's a BBC show.
Let's show, for shits and giggles and for a laugh now, because clearly we all need one. Let's show the Pretty and Geek blooper reel.
Okay.
Check it out for a laugh. Am I still on camera?
Yes.
That's bad.
Well, I gotta find it. Seriously?
You can find Pretty and Geek on Twitter at Pretty and Geek, on Facebook at facebook.com/prettyandgeek, and on their website at prettyandgeek.tv. This is their blooper reel.
I got a 20.
I got a 20. One alligator. Take one.
And action.
I skewer, I eviscerate, I disembowel, I eviscerate.
9 out of 8. 5.
I eviscerate, I eviscerate, I eviscerate.
Oh, I'm gonna cut you.
I eviscerate, I eviscerate. That's perfect.
One board. Take one. Can we just grab the cat, please?
I eviscerate.
One more time.
I skewer, I eviscerate.
I'm gonna cut you. Action. This is from my... Oh. This is for my dead dog. Oh, fuck! This one's for cancer. Let's never speak of this again.
Free penguin. Take one.
I'm so sorry.
I eviscerate. Is that human skin? And where's my eyeline?
Free porpoise. Take two.
What happens at the con stays at the con. Okay?
So roll the dice.
Why?
As you can see, the bloopers are still rolling. So are we making up our own bloopers here?
I think so. It's like Mystery Science Theater 3000. He's so upset that his ring is pink.
You think that's what it is?
This is a shower scene.
Even he cracks himself up in that one. I have no idea what he's saying, but you know it's funny because he's laughing.
Confessionals. You know what? This is the prequel for Ladies and Gents. RP edition. Matlows always make you laugh.
I love Pretty and Geek too, and this is such a disservice to them.
I know. I'm like, we just made a blooper of your blooper.
That's right.
That's totally.
And back to us.
Hey.
Hey, there we are. Guess what? We have Kelly and Lindsay now.
It says it in the thing. I hope it doesn't cut out
At
40 seconds,
Kelly and Lindsay on Twitter. You've heard us say that before. KellyandLindsay.com. Facebook.com/Kelly and Lindsay.
Excited.
Let's hope.
If it cuts out after 40 seconds, I am throwing the desk across the room.
Let's hope that this works. If
done.
not, we're going to feature them on our own YouTube channel anyway so that people can see this. Okay. Let's do this. This is the trailer for Kelly and Lindsay Do New York. First episode of which is up on their website.
Here we go. Please work.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. Ma, dinner's almost ready.
Great.
Slice of spam while you wait. Oh my, who could that be? Wake up! It's the landlord.
If you don't get her that money, you're out in the streets and you can live on the corner with Krusty Tom.
What do we do?
We have to get a job.
Can we have brunch first?
Yes.
We have to finally pay our rent.
Yeah, and if we don't pay it by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're homeless. Wagwag. Haggis. Yiddish. Irish.
Pretty girls should not clean toilets. Oh my God. Oh. 27, 28, $29.83.
All right, Sparkles, you need to find us some rich, hot, available men.
Vaginas are power.
You can't just leave your dog at the gay bar.
Stupid.
Is it?
Throw me my Tommy gun. I ain't going down without a fight.
Are you sure you guys aren't lesbians?
Are you sure? And their Twitter was right there. At Kelly and Lindsay. With an E.
The toilet moment.
Oh. That was just about as bad as that one toilet at the bus depot. I just, no.
Oh, shoot. It's funny. You guys need to watch it. Their
After
first episode is
30
up now.
minutes of trying to, we got it!
Their first episode is up now at KellyandLindsay.com.
Both have an E.
We got to move along. We've
Well,
done
I
Pretty
can't
and Geek.
guarantee everything will work like that.
We don't
but-
know if it's all going to work, but hey, Kelly and Lindsay, you got to watch Kelly and Lindsay do Dance Mom too. It'll remind you of Pretty and Kelly and Lindsay. If you guys have not seen Pretty the series, you have to check it out because
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And has anybody ever? What is that actress's name?
Oh, I know. Hold on.
Because I want to ask them if she has
Hold on,
ever
hold on.
been told that she looked like her.
Because I know she was just on.
Because she was also in The Kindred.
Yes. Wait, am I thinking of the right one?
Young and the Restless, Fake Cat,
Yeah, I know.
Ice Blue Eyes. But she was in The Kindred. Same actress.
No, it's not. The one I was trying to look up is not there.
Hold on, I'll tell you who it is. Because I know these things.
Kindred, the Embraced. Stacey Haddock.
Stacey Heideck. Have you ever been told that you look like her? Because you do.
Stacy Heideck.
Okay, so this next clip is a behind-the-scenes clip from Bullets, the series, which you can find at bulletstv.com, as well as facebook.com/bullets.tv.1. If you haven't, you really need to check her out, because especially when you come into the door and you say, honey, I'm home,
going to paste,
you totally look just like her.
I'm going to paste it in the chat room because her IMDb. I'm going to paste it in the chat room because
Are you?
her
Her.
IMDb. I'm going to paste it in the chat room because
Are you?
her.
Her.
Yeah, I'm going to paste it in the chat room because
Are you?
her.
Her.
Yeah, I'm going to paste it in the
Hey,
chat
can you
room
go into the
because
Intertube
yeah, I'm going to.
and pull a graphic out of the messages so we can show it on the show?
Facebook.
Can you do that?
I can try.
Okay.
Where am I going?
Into the Facebook.
Into messages?
Yeah.
Where the frick are the They keep changing it on me. I get used to it and it goes away. From?
Jason.
Okay.
Should be the new logo. Shall I get up and come over there?
I don't. There's no new message outside of 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay. Look at the one above it. The message above it.
Yeah.
Above it on the left.
Oh, here.
Yeah. There it is.
Ah.
Okay. I'm back. And here we go. So the next clip that we're going to show you is from Bullets.
Bullets.
And it is a behind-the-scenes clip. And you have to see this to understand why I chose to use it, because it's fucking hilarious. It's an editing clip, behind-the-scenes clip for editing.
Do I need to save this thing?
Probably. We're going to show it on the air.
Wow.
But the first thing we're going to do is show the behind-the-scenes clip of Bullets. And Jason's here, so.
Yay!
Behind-the-scenes clip from Bullets, where apparently this is what happens to you when you get really, really tired and you're editing in post-production your finale. This is a behind-the-scenes clip from Bullets TV.
Oh, of course. Right. Really? Jeez.
We don't have it.
No.
Oh.
There it is.
Roll 14, scene 6 through 8, take 17, marker.
And action!
This is the last one. Everything? Yeah. Everything on the south face.
Hey, Mark, I'm leaving for the weekend. You lock up, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Cut!
Was that not cool?
To do?
I got my videos mixed up because I was looking at my sheet wrong. But yes, that is the behind-the-scenes Bullet video for how they created a 2-minute Steadicam shot. Now,
wow.
They have a ton of behind-the-scenes video on their YouTube channel. You should definitely check that out. Bullets is an outstanding web series, a review of which we're going to be doing on Wednesday. And they have a ton of behind-the-scenes clips, and they're all just as good as that one. It really is awesome. And again,
that was awesome. I'm sorry. That was...
Yeah, I know. You can find them at bulletstv.com, facebook.com/bulletstv, or bullets.tv.1, or you can look them up on YouTube. It really is very, very cool.
So
wasn't it?
Impressive.
Was
And the
very
thing
impressive.
is you don't... I love videos like that, and I think anybody who enjoys the making of anything... I mean, I am speechless at the appreciation for a 2-minute steady shot where everything was in perfect sync.
Right.
And I'm just wondering how many times they had to do that. How many times they messed up on that.
Now we're going to move to the funny one, which is from one of Lance's favorite shows, Casters.
Woohoo!
And it was Casters who was editing the behind the finale and who got very, very tired and did this killer behind-the-scenes video that blew me away when I first saw it. It blew me away again today when I watched it again. And we have to use it. Amanda's going to freak out when she sees it. I'm not going to tell you guys what impression is being done. You can figure it out on your own.
Okay.
This is a behind-the-scenes, very funny video from Casters.
Hi. Right now, my Chris Walken impression's on fire. It's not been this way for some time. I'm assuming it has something to do with the pressure of finishing Casters. I mean, let's be honest, Aaron has everyone up in a tizzy. What's going to happen to Cal and Owen if Ronnie leaves the show? I don't know. I haven't seen it. He won't show it to me. It's okay. I'll see it eventually. Probably tonight if he gets off his ass to finish it. And by the way, it's always a good thing to show your kids The Deer Hunter. It's a good movie. They need to know what it's like to live in a prison camp, to play Russian roulette. It's fine. Kids love that stuff. ABC Family is going to show it next weekend. Make it a family thing. Sit around the tube, make a bowl of popcorn, maybe even, I don't know, bring a gun to play Russian roulette afterwards. It's up to you.
Oh my God! That was awesome!
Aaron is so cool. He really is. And he gave us permission to use that. It's a great impression. See, that's what happens to you guys
That's
when you're
what
in
happens
post-production for a
when you
long
sing.
time.
You don't even want to know the voices that come out of me.
Oh, no, you
after
don't.
I've...
Or maybe you do.
You did know.
And we've shown you bullets. So now I'm going to show you, because we are a truly international show and we cover the web series space,
yes,
wherever they may be. This next show, and I hope when we rip the video that it also ripped the English subtitles. It may not have.
Depends. Were they on screen or were they part of the YouTube thing?
They were on screen, but only if you chose them.
Ooh.
And you may not have.
Then maybe not.
Because I didn't tell you to.
Good job.
But there are, when you go and watch the YouTube video itself, which I would encourage you to do, there are English subtitles to this web series. It's a brand new Italian web series that is absolutely stunning. And I think you guys are really going to be intrigued by it. This is the trailer for Body Count. Do we have it ready?
Yes.
Ragazzo, riesci a sentire la mia voce? Qual è l'ultima cosa che ricordi?
Mia sorella.
Ricordi gli uomini che hanno ucciso tua sorella?
Erano in 4.
Noi ti stiamo dando la possibilità di vendicarti. Grazie alle tue 7 lettere, 7 identità. Puoi essere chiunque e nessuno. Ricordi che aspetto avevano?
Approcci tu. Non potrei dimenticarlo.
Wow.
Già.
How Tarantino.
And as
That
you saw,
was
it was
very
at
cool.
Body Count Series.
That was cool.
On
You
Twitter.
don't even know. You don't need to speak Italian to get what's going on there. Some serious shit.
But see, doesn't that just illustrate what we were just talking about? Is that people in our space don't even have a clue what's being released. That show is not big budget. It is not studio produced. It's not even American.
That was awesome.
And trust me, there are a ton of shows that we get every week that are produced outside the United States, outside of North America.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason that we don't show them to you is because they have no availability for English subtitles. If they had them, you'd see them.
We try.
But again, these next few are going to be ones you've probably never heard of either.
Okay.
But first, we're going to do a behind-the-scenes video for Entangled. And I really hope that this works. This is Karen Hayes' new show. The first episode of which is out. You can also see some other behind-the-scenes videos that they have on their YouTube channel. But thanks to Karen and the fact that she is a friend of the show, we have a behind-the-scenes video that has not yet been seen by the public, has not yet been uploaded to their YouTube channel.
Oh, is this that other one you had me get?
The one you just got when we got home.
Yeah.
It is brand new. It is exclusive today. It is airing the first time to the public today. This is a behind-the-scenes video about casting Entangled in You. So this is big thanks to Hardly Working TV and Karen Hayes. Check it out.
I didn't know I was going to get cast, but I knew when I met... I totally forgot your real name now. What is it again? Shannon.
Lauren's special.
When I met Shannon.
It's okay, you're in my phone as Lee, so.
See?
Yeah.
So at the audition, when I first worked with Shannon, I knew she was going to get Jen, even though I didn't know I was going to cast. I was like, oh, that's clearly who Jen is going to be.
You did, because you came up to me and you're like, well, it's a good sign. You're the only one here for Jen.
She's
And
the
I was
only-
like, I'm like, no.
Was she the only one at the callback? Yeah, and I was like, so you're clearly Jen, but she's also like, was very clearly Jen. So I was like, all right, then there it is.
Yeah, like, the audition was awesome because the two, you and the other girl that I got to read with, like, very distinctly different.
Oh,
but I
yeah?
think our energy, we just fed off of each other. We were clearly, like, the chemistry was just, like, best friends. It fit.
Yeah, it was nice. It was like, yeah.
Be the change, Jen. You can't compare me back. One, these looks and this personality. That's a rare combination. It shouldn't be tied down. And two, telling me to do the opposite of what I do.
If our director agrees.
She's, yeah.
Clearly.
Okay, because we're best friends now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Even though you don't know my name.
But I don't know her real name, no. Wait, what's it? Shannon. Mm-hmm.
I'll be in my trailer.
Yeah, my trailer.
We both knew that each other would be auditioning, but we didn't know we would be paired up together because you don't always get paired up with everyone that's getting a chemistry test. So when I walked in there and Al was there, you know, it was just love because we were like, oh, thank you. I get to perform with someone I know and I'm familiar with and I know he's good and, you know, I'm free to play. And then we both looked at each other and went like, yellow!
Yellow
You got
shirts.
Yellow! And it was just one of those, you know, things that we were like, oh, we're on the same page, like literally.
Could not have planned that.
Yeah, so it was really good. Anything I had planned to do in my head that I was like, I'm not sure if I should do it, it's an audition, you know, I was just like, I'm gonna do it, you know, because Al will roll with me on it, so it was good.
We are not even the same size, and these shoulders took 6 months to build like this, so come on. What?
This is I paid for this.
A lot of other sad actresses out there. Because you came
weren't
in
sad. I just, it was mine. I took it.
You
know?
did.
Well, I
You
would
took
rather
it.
take it because it's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just accepted it.
With authority.
You made it easy.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right.
Jess was the last person I read with, wasn't she? Jess was the last person I read with. And so we walked out together, and I'd been talking to her a little bit before, so it was nice because we had, I feel like, a little bit of a rapport, because I had by then been through a slew of women, as you know. Hey.
Someone's a little easy.
So I knew it was going to happen when she came up, so I was starting to break the ice. So I think we had a really nice, relaxed read, and I was, by that time, I think had gone 7 women, 6, 5.
Damn, girl, you fast.
I don't know. I don't remember how many people I read with, but so it was nice. It was a really nice read.
Well, for me, for the audition process, I actually got a call last minute from a dear friend of mine, Mr. Al Thompson. We've been friends for years, and he called me last minute. He's like, would you be interested in, auditioning for this web series? And I'm like, yeah, sure, send me the info. And then he's like, wait, but here's the thing. She's a lesbian.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did. And I was like,
he's so dumb.
I was like, I'm an actor. You better send me that information over to me. Let me read it first and see, what's going on. So then he put me in contact with you. And I read only with 2 different women. I'm not as fast as you.
And I was one of them?
Yeah, you were actually my first.
Oh, that's our first.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so shocked.
And I felt an immediate chemistry actually with
we
her.
were cool, yeah.
I really did. It was very natural. It didn't feel forced at all. It was very organic.
What are you talking about? I don't need lines to pick up women, and you should know that.
Oh, wait. I should know that.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse you? That sounds like some revised history if I ever heard of it.
I still can't believe you won't admit that you came off to me, Rocky.
That's because I live in the real world, Becca.
It was very natural for us. And when I read with the second young lady, who's also in the web series as well, she plays one of our wild friends.
Yeah.
But I read with her, and it wasn't as natural. I didn't feel like it was as natural. But I remember after I left the audition, I was like, okay, well, I hope I end up with the first one. I remember thinking that. Then I was like, oh, she's my girlfriend now. So that was my audition process.
Scary. So Karen, I already worked with the director on another series, and she wasn't really believing in me. She was like, well, I know you can do drama, but this is comedy. Can you do comedy? And then she gives me a scene that's not comedy, so I'm like, am I missing something? Am I supposed to figure out the funny in this? I mean, I'm sure there is a little bit of funny, and I found some funny, but it wasn't very funny. And then she made me go out in the hallway and read something else and come back in that was funnier.
Because you are funny.
I'm funny sometimes.
I've worked with you many times, and you are hilarious. That's kind of funny that they didn't know that she was funny. Yeah.
Okay.
The audition process for me was just a ball. It was a blast. It is probably the most unique, fun audition I've ever had. And me, audition time is just playtime for me.
Oh, really?
I was a detective, so I came in, with the gun, the badge. I was ready to go. I was 21 Jump Street up, So it was just playtime for me. And when I walked in, I see 2 of my friends auditioning.
Oh, that's a perfect example. Before Curtis was gay, that nigga was straight. And he got more ass than I did. Man, that's because you got no game, Craig. What?
Next thing you know, someone else comes in to audition. Hey, Dave, I know them. So the director's like, oh, I guess you know everybody, huh? And I'm like, I guess I do. I literally already knew 95% of the people working on the project, cast and crew or whatever. So, yeah, it was just
bragging.
fun. And I'm just saying, I'm internationally known, not just on the microphone. I'm just saying. So it was just a blast. You know what? It takes my mom a while, to warm up to people, and that's probably what it is. You're not feeling her warmth just yet. It's coming though. It's
Except
coming.
I've been your partner for 5 years, and we've been together for 2.
Well, like I said, it does take a while. That's just icing on the cake right here. So it was beautiful.
No, this is my specialty. I will not tell you the secret.
Find out. I like that bra. That's cute.
Thank you.
You are not naked. But she works with me, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
She's like, can you see my bra?
Yes. Where is this show?
Episode 1's up.
I know. I want all of it. I want it on DVD.
Oh, goodness me. And you saw all of their information there. Let me go back and tell you that Casters is at facebook.com/Casters web series. And their website is casterstheshow.com. What?
You're backtracking.
Well, I had to. So I gotta make sure that I get in everybody's stuff. You know what I
I'm
mean?
just gonna make faces in the camera while you scratch out stuff on your paper.
You're gonna make faces into the camera while I scratch out stuff.
Yes.
And Karen is,
very
of course,
easily
hardly working
entertained.
TV, and the show is Entangled with You. You can find them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, the next couple of ones that we have to show you before the show is over are ones you've probably never heard of.
What?
Are not big budget. Are not produced by a big, okay, can we just get past this?
Is
We all
Kevin
know that's
Spacey
bullshit
in it?
shenanigans.
I'm not watching unless Kevin Spacey's in it and his prestige comes.
The first one is for a web series called Great Controversy. You can find information about them on scripic.com, SCRIPIC.com, on Twitter at Scripic, SCRIPIC, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Scripic, SCRIPIC. Do you have it ready?
Yeah, I just want to know where that came from.
This is that's probably their production company.
No, I still want to know the origin of that word.
This is the trailer for Great Controversy.
You know, Jacob, we're not so different. We've been to war. We've witnessed the horrors firsthand. But what I've come to understand is that the greatest war is the war we wage within ourselves.
Everybody else is seeing it.
Dude, that was cool. I don't know. That looks like you said. It looks like that Vancouver almost. I couldn't.
It does
tell.
look like Vancouver.
I couldn't tell the city by looking at it, but it does. It does have a very Pacific Northwest feel. So it maybe I don't know.
It downright looks like Vancouver.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you on the city shot, but you were dealing with computer issues.
Yeah, I've got computer issues because I'm showing that we're not even streaming.
But we are. What's next in our bag of tricks of awesome, prestigious web series? Yeah, I said the P word. Hello?
Okay, so I'm clearly not getting a feed.
Nope. Screw it. Just go. We're recording. It doesn't matter. Go right
But
ahead.
we're recording anyway, so we are just going to move on. That is called Great Controversy, and it looks like one I really am going to enjoy seeing. Because I was trying to find out if they were indeed Canadian or not.
I see. Look it up. Just look it up. You don't need to get on the feed again. You can just see if it's there. So are we going to show our season 2 next? Or are we going to show our 1950s awesome?
Let's go to the inn.
Okay.
We got permission from Steve Silverman to show you the teaser for the season 2 of the inn, which is upcoming. I will tell you.
It's coming.
No, I will tell you this after you see it.
Oh, you suck.
Go ahead, check it out. Teddy?
I told you you shouldn't be here.
Holy shit, that just
Okay,
scared the
so now I'm
crap
getting
out
that
of
I'm
me.
not the only one who jumped right out of their skin at the end of that.
No, I almost wish that I could have my mic on.
Oh my god, I jumped right out of my skin. Whoa!
During that, because I was like, oh, look, there's Mark. Look, shh, look it. And then he walked off, and of course, in typical horror fashion, no, don't go in the back. Don't go in the back, Mark.
Wasn't that
Stop
awesome,
it.
though?
Oh, God. Yeah, that was, yes. When's it coming?
Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Now we've got 2 more for you. And I think, you can't really say anymore that we saved the best for last or the best for first, because everyone that we are
So
privileged
good.
to show are fantastic and amazing, and we love you guys more than you could even possibly know. And we started off with a bang with Kelly and Lindsay, and we're going to end with a bang, too.
And what a hell of a bang. It was a 30-minute bang.
Yeah, but it was fun. This
That's an awesome bang.
next web series that we're going to be showing you is called Residence. RESIDENZ.TV.
Say it again, because I spoke over you.
Residence. RESIDENZ.TV. It is a multi-platform, multiple choice web series. Now, we've seen those before.
Choose your own adventure.
But this one is going a little further even.
You're gonna die.
And when you go to their website,
It's gonna freak your shit out.
residence.tv, you will see what I mean. But this is going to be amazing. I am extremely excited about it, and I hope that we can get more information from them in the upcoming weeks so that we can share it with you. Now, I do believe they have a Facebook, and I'm just going to double check.
Yeah, you found it.
Did I?
Yes. It was on that page, and I told you it was on the corner. Don't you remember? It was a little tag. No? You want me to show it while you find it? No?
I'm looking for it right now. But yes, show it while you
Okay.
find it. This is the trailer for the upcoming sci-fi post-apocalyptic, you've never seen anything like this before web series, Residence.
First, you're just gonna feel very relaxed. And then it's gonna feel like everything is moving very fast, but you're gonna be moving very fast too. And you're gonna feel like a real badass. Then when you connect, it's gonna feel like every frequency is moving through your body all at once, like it's in your veins. You ready?
This is a message to all residents. I'm sorry for the disruption of services, but we are currently dealing with the issue. Please try to remain calm. Everything should be up and running shortly. Thank you for your patience. Sig 1, send.
How awesome was that?
Shit. That was epic. That was, I don't even know. I mean, there was some cyberpunk element in there. There was some Blade Runner feel in there. There was some Matrix feel in there.
Yeah.
Very replicant feel. A little bit of Battlestar. I mean, that was awesome. I cannot wait for that. 27th, right? Is it 27th?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, I'm there. That's 6 days from now.
Yeah, and it's going to be good. I have a good feeling about it. I'm going to contact them this week and see if we can't get some more information about that show.
That was like a movie. That was so
For those
good.
of you for whom the stream has stopped running, and I put this in the chat room, we are recording.
It shouldn't
we
have
will
stopped
upload
running.
tonight, technical difficulties and all. But it has even stopped running for me.
That's weird. Everything's firing on all cylinders over here. So if it is, maybe there's a timer on the website. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. But we are live, and we will be finishing the show. We've got one more show.
With 2 trailers.
Yep. And I believe this one is a Canadian show, but I'm going to check while you watch the first trailer. So we're going to show you their original trailer.
Yes.
This is a web series that is going to remind you of Mad Men. It is going to remind you of great superhero shows. It is going to remind you of all kinds of things.
Oh, wonderful.
And you are definitely going to want to see it. It's called True Heroines. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/trueheroines, on Twitter @trueheroines, and on their website, trueheroines.com. This is the original trailer for True Heroines.
This is worse than I thought. The corporation must have known about Earl. And it's up to us to prove it.
I told her she just shut her mouth for a minute. She might be able to attract some semblance of a man.
Hey, I like the guy. Thought we would make good chums.
Well, people aren't always who they seem to be.
Humans with special abilities are no joke, Gordon. They are the greatest threat to national security that's come about in this lifetime.
I'll be back in time for dessert. They just want to ask them a few questions.
Oh, Percy.
Who says I even want to get married?
Sounds like someone's been into the schnapps again.
The agents found us so much faster this time.
How do you know they're even here to hunt us? Maybe they just wanted to have a drink and see the show.
There are rumors circulating around the HSA Lookout Network that New Paradise Hill is actually some sort of headquarters for the people hunting our kind.
Now, for the first time in the history of New Paradise Hill, a major crime has been committed.
Wonderful new development called New Paradise Hill.
The streets of New Paradise Hill are safe once again.
New Paradise Hill looks like a wonderful place to start a family.
Oh, that was the original one. And it's funny because you should notice.
And Lance, it is solidly lensed, and I can tell you one of the reasons why. True Heroines is shot in Vancouver.
Yes, I was going to say.
I love their description of the show on their website. It says it offers the tone of Mad Men, the comedy of Glee, and the darkness of Heroes.
Yes. One of those actresses is currently in Bomb Girls.
Oh, I love it. All rolled into one crazy adventure in the spirit of the original Batman.
Hey. And the other one who I said I recognized before, the tall brunette.
Yeah.
She was just in Once Upon a Time. She had her heart ripped out.
They shot in August of 2012. They have 5 episodes up. And here is the coolest part of it. They also do a live show in Vancouver. Now, to give you more of the tone of the series, we wanted to show their alternate trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So check that one out.
And as your mayor, I give you my pledge that we will not rest until Earl Finch's killer has been found and the streets of New Paradise Hill are safe once again.
Yes,
And interestingly enough, my live feed is back.
I told you.
Which is odd. It was gone and now it's back. Not sure what's going on, but we need to do something about that. Anyway, those are your shows for this week. True Heroines, Pretty and Geek,
Vancouver
Bullets,
Cabaret.
Entangled in You, Body
Count, and the Inn. Please go to their various and sundry social media platforms and let them know that you love what they're doing, you can't wait for their shows, or you love their shows, and that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube. And please, please, please join us on Wednesday for our podcast, where we are going to be once again reviewing shows, talking crap, doing the spew, and just generally being excited and proud to be a part of this space. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us in the chat room, especially Kelly and Lindsay for joining us for the very first time. And sorry we had technical difficulties with your show. This episode is going to be up on YouTube, hopefully tonight. So those of you who had the feed drop out at some point will be able to see it. Say goodbye, Cricket.
Say bye, Rue. Say bye, Rue. She's like, Mom, stop.
So now we're going to go have a late dinner, if it's not raining too bad.
Dinner.
And you guys are going to go watch some web series, and so are we.
Literally, we're going to go have dinner and watch some shows.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to go. I wasn't aware that True Heroines had 5 whole episodes up, so I can tell you right now that what I'm going to be doing tonight is watching True Heroines and getting caught up. And you need to go to Kelly and Lindsay, and you need to watch Kelly and Lindsay Do New York, especially that Kelly and Lindsay do Dance Mom. So there you have it. Good night, everybody. We will talk to you on Wednesday, and we will see you right here next Sunday. And hey, if you have clips of your show, behind the scenes, trailers, anything you want to give us to use on this show, exclusive or not, let us know on Facebook, Twitter, or email. You gonna put those up?
Yeah.
She's gonna put those up. Various and sundry social media platforms, and you guys can contact us, and we'd be happy to do it. Next week, you can look forward to seeing some behind the scenes at Chilltown TV. So without further ado, good night, everybody, and thank you for hanging in there with us. We will find a platform that works, I promise. Good night, everybody.
The internet. It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it's a series of tubes.